We've got a battle between two of the top three teams in the West tonight at Lowell Park. The Gatemen just 1 point up on the Kettleers, and they'll try to keep it that way tonight in Cotuit. Gabe, Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah, Karp. Addison Van Patten will join us as well. Jonah, these two teams knotted at 2 in the season series. Wareham and Cotuit have kind of gone back and forth all season long. We're down to the final stretch. This one's a big one tonight at Lowell Park.
Wow, this one's exciting. Thanks for having me on, Gabe. Really appreciate it. The last time these two teams met, it was back on July 8th, and it was all Cotuit in that game. 11-5 was the final score. Casey Schmidt, Parker Chavers each hit home runs. 8 extra base hits were hit in that game. That was during the period of time where the Gatemen pitching just was completely subpar for about a week-long stretch. They've since turned it around. In fact, the pitching the last time the Gatemen took the field was outstanding. It was so good, they only allowed 1 hit. The problem was they lost.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice little segue into the last game Wareham played. Of course, off day yesterday, but a 2-1 loss against the Falmouth Commodores. Wareham just can't beat Falmouth this year.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that they can't beat the Falmouth Commodores this year. If I would have told you that the Gatemen pitching staff allowed 1 hit and their opposition committed 3 errors, you'd say, oh, that was a win. They probably won that game. Yeah, that was probably the worst loss of the season, considering the fact that they only allowed 1 hit in the entire game.
And the 1 hit came in the 8th inning.
Right.
Wareham was pitching a combined no-hitter through 7. 1 hit in the 8th inning for Falmouth, along with 3 walks, a sacrifice bunt, a sacrifice fly, scored 2 runs for Falmouth, and the Gatemen fell 2-1. They fell to 19-16-1. On the season. All of a sudden, the Falmouth Commodores are running away with the Western Division right now. They've won 8 in a row.
8 straight wins for the Falmouth Commodores. They also made history yesterday. Jeff Trundy picked up his 450th victory. I mean, well, congratulations to Coach Trundy. One of the longest tenured managers in the Cape Cod League, and the Falmouth Commodores have just figured it out on the pitching side. Also, the hitting's been okay, but it's really been the pitching that's just outright dominant.
Brant Brown is the guy who got the win for Falmouth a couple of nights ago. He improved to 2-0. But enough about that 2-1 loss for Wareham. They're not playing Falmouth tonight, and well, that's a good thing for the Gatemen. They won't face the Commodores again until the last game of the regular season, August 1st. Falmouth now 2 games up on Wareham, 2.5 up on Cotuit for first place in the Western Division. Winner of this game gets second place alone in the West. Wareham's there right now with 39 points. Cotuit 1 point behind with 38 points at 17, 16, and 4. Okay, we're going to step aside. Javik Blake, Ryan LeMay will take you around the Cape when we come back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
Hello, folks. Welcome back inside the Gatemen Pregame Show here on GBN. Wareham Gatemen, Cotuit Kettleers getting set to do battle at 5 p.m., just about 19 minutes away from Lowell Park here in Cotuit. Javik Blake alongside my friend here, Ryan LeMay. Ryan, a week left to go in the season, and everything is pretty much still up in the air for playoffs. The field just about set in the Western Division. Hyannis will be mathematically eliminated in the upcoming days, but as far as the Eastern Division goes, everything is still up in the air.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch the East Division for the last couple of days here in the CCBL this summer. I mean, the West Division, it's definitely locked up, but the top couple of seeds are still up for grabs, and it's going to be really important for all these teams to get good seeds.
And as far as the bottom two teams in the Western Division, the Bourne Braves and Hyannis Harbor Hawks, they played a doubleheader yesterday, which Bourne swept. They won the first game 4-2. Harrison Rutkowski got the win. Connor Ash got the loss, and Kieran Shaw got the save. And in Game 2, they walked it off in the 8th inning with Carl Johnson getting his second win of the season, and T.J. Stewart falling to 0-2 as Bourne took that one 5-4.
Yeah, one more loss or one more Bourne win officially eliminates them from the playoffs. And I mean, Bourne now is 2-0-1 in their last 3 games, but 2 of those games were against the Hyannis. But still, I mean, they had their momentum kind of shuffled up a little bit by the rain and the field. It doesn't really, it's not really good with the rain in Bourne, so they had one of their games canceled. But they're on a good little run right now.
It doesn't drain quite as well as the
yeah,
other field
that's the word I
around
was
the
looking
Cape.
for. It doesn't drain.
And there was it's right next to the Cape Cod Canal, so the rain comes in a whole lot. It's really crazy amounts of rain they get. But Bourne's been doing well, and if they can keep up this good stretch, 3 points in their last 3 games, they could keep that stretch up and hopefully go into the playoffs on a good run.
Yeah, they can have a Brewster-esque run of last season, so they just got to keep it up.
Harwich, they played these Cotuit Kettleers last night. They won that one 9-1. Connor McCullough got the win to improve to 2-0, and Kyle Nicholas got handed his first loss of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Connor McCullough has been fantastic all season long. Definitely one of the best pitchers in the Cape. And then as for Cotuit, I mean, their pitchers, they allowed combined 9 walks. You're not going to win a ball game by playing like that. And then on offensively for Harwich, it was Joey Weimer Jr. who stood out for them. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. So, I mean, Harwich just had a lot of offense in that game, and Cotuit made a lot of mistakes.
And as far as the Cotuit pitching staff is concerned, they got to bounce back tonight because, like you said, 9 walks can't win you a ball game.
Yeah, and this is a big game for Cotuit. It's a big stretch for Cotuit because, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I mean, all the seeds are up for grab right now on the top of the West Division, so all these games really matter.
And as far as the top team in the West Division, it's the Falmouth Commodores, and they have just been the hottest team in the Cape League all season long. They beat Orleans 6-1 last night. Justin Robleski got his second win of the season, and Noah Skiro fell to 1-1 of the year.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Wareham Gatemen are not the only team that struggle against Falmouth. Falmouth's on an 8-game winning streak right now, and everything seems to be going right for them. I mean, they have great team chemistry. I remember talking to one of our pitchers after the last game, and he said that they have a bunch of dogs over there in Falmouth, and when you watch them play with each other, they love playing with each other. So, I mean, they have a great group of guys there, and, I mean, last night, Baron Radcliffe, he extended his hitting streak to 6 games. He was 2 for 4 with 1 home run, 2 RBIs. And, I mean, their pitching has allowed only 9 runs in the last 8 games. That's a 1.19 team ERA, so they've been fantastic lately.
Those 8 straight wins, their longest win streak since 2007. Congratulations as well to Jeff Trundy. You heard Jonah and Gabe talk about it earlier. He got his 450th regular season win last night. And this team looks like they just could roll through the Western Division in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is how you want to go into the game. How do you want to go into the playoffs for any team? I mean, going on a win streak like this, I mean, you just hope they don't cool off a little bit, but I mean, right now they look great.
And from the best in the West to the best in the East, and the best in the East, by now a 4-point margin. It's the Chatham Anglers who beat YD 4-3 last night. Jeremy Wu Yelland got the win to improve to 2-0 on the season. Chase Walters got the loss to fall to 1-1. And Hugh Fisher picked up his first save as Chatham swept the 2-game mini-series versus YD, and they can clinch a playoff spot today with a win and a Brewster loss.
Yeah, Chatham's is firing on all cylinders right now. They've been just as good as Falmouth. Alex Terrell last night was great. He was 1 for 3 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. So everything's going right for Chatham, just as it is with Falmouth.
And as far as YD, that's now their 3rd straight loss.
Yeah, I mean, that's not how you want to go into the playoffs. And YD is obviously a very good team, but they've just had to play in the East Division, which is tough for any team to do. So.
And as we look towards today's games, Brewster at 15-19-1, 5th in the East, travel to Hyannis, who are at 7-28-1, 5th in the West. They got to win out. Bourne needs to lose out in order for them to make the playoffs. That game starts at 6 at McKean Park. Stephen Emanuels will go for Brewster, and Cole Pletka goes for Hyannis.
Yeah, I mean, Hyannis is obviously going to be eliminated from the playoffs. But as I mentioned earlier, a couple weeks ago by now, it's not about the performances for these teams. It's about the performances for these players, and they're going to show off for all these scouts. So for the end of the season, it's going to be really telling to see if these players keep their heads up and still play good baseball.
And it's not as much of their offense is the problem. It's their defense that's still a
it
problem. Their
still
team
is
ERA
defense.
just barely above 7, but it's been above 7 all season long. But their hitters have been fantastic, and they have a lot of standout players in that team.
Yeah, I've mentioned this before as well. They have a lot of talent on that roster. They have some really good offensive players, but just things haven't clicked defensively and things haven't clicked to the pitching staff. But other than that, they have some great players, and, I mean, they're still a fun team to watch, I feel like.
Jordan Westberg of Mississippi State, really a player that stood out for them. But the Chatham Anglers will play the Bourne Braves tonight at 6 o'clock in Doran Park. Chatham hasn't named a starter, but if they win and Hyannis beats Brewster tonight, they'll get in the playoffs, and Mac Lardner for Bourne will get the start. He's 2-1 in the year, and it seems every time that Lardner goes out to the mound, he puts in a fantastic performance.
Yeah, Mac Lardner has been nothing short of fantastic this season, and this is a good test for Bourne. I mean, they're on that nice little winning streak right now, and I mean, how better test it than go up against the best team in the CCBL possibly, so it's a big game for Bourne tonight.
And at 6:30 in Harwich at White House Field, it's the Harwich Mariners playing host to the 2016-2 YD Red Sox. Neither team has announced a starting pitcher yet, but Harwich, it'd be huge for them if they could get a win. And YD, at the end of the day, they're trying to break their 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, it's a big game for both teams. I mean, Harwich still has a lot to prove that they're a very good team. They're in a similar spot to a couple of teams in West Division 2, kind of trying to fight for that good position in. But, I mean, as for YD, they got to break this 3-game losing streak. You can't go into the playoffs playing like this.
And Falmouth goes for win number 9 in a row tonight against the Orleans Firebirds. That game starts at 7 o'clock at Eldridge Park. Carmen Maljewski goes for the Falmouth Commodores. He's 1-0 on the season. Jake Eater will go for Orleans. He's 1-0. Falmouth 21-12-1. First place in the West. Orleans, after their hot start, they've kind of evened out. They're 18-14-3, good for third in the East.
Yeah, I think this is the best matchup of the night. I mean, Orleans, they kind of struggled. They had a little bit of stretch there they struggled, but now they're kind of back to playing their baseball. They're playing well, and I mean, they're going up against the best team right now, the hottest team, so it should be a good matchup. What's
the key to victory tonight for Orleans to take down the Commodores for the first time in seemingly what seems like 4 weeks at this point?
It's been what Orleans has struggled with all season, and it's offense. They've had the pitching to win games, but they have nights where their offense just completely disappears, and they can't have that tonight against such a hot Falmouth team.
Well, we'll see what happens. That game starts at 7 o'clock in Eldridge Park, but in just 12 minutes, it's the Wareham Gatemen and Cotuit Kettleers. When we come back, Gabe Genovesi and Jonah Karp will paint the picture of tonight's game next on GBN.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion, Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe, Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
Wareham and Cotuit battle it out for second place in the Western Division tonight at Lowell Park. Wareham 19-16-1, second place in the West right now. Cotuit 17-16-4, third place in the Western Division. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Addison Van Patten will join us as well. These two teams have split the season series 2-2. We got into it a little bit before Javik and Ryan went around the Cape, but this series tied 2-2. Wareham 1-1 here in Cotuit. The team's 1-1 back in Wareham. The pitching, and you mentioned it, the last time these two teams met, Wareham was kind of going through a struggle pitching-wise. A 5.4 ERA for Wareham pitching against Cotuit this season. In both Kettleers wins, they've scored 11 runs.
What's interesting is that the Gatemen have the Gatemen have been outscored 22-15 in the season series, but they've shut out the Kettleers twice. Which is fascinating. I mean, it's just been so back and forth, so opposite ends of the seesaw all season long between these two teams. We don't really know how this is going to shake out today because, quite frankly, I mean, you could point to both teams and statistics on both teams for reasons for them winning.
Let's take you through the starting nine tonight for Wareham. Braden Ward will lead it off for the Gatemen. Matt McLean to follow him. Jacob Teeter in the 3-hole. 3 All-Stars at the top of this lineup for Wareham. They've been there pretty much all season long. Matt McLean has bounced back and forth between the middle of the order and the top of the order. But if Wareham's going to get a win tonight in Cotuit, the top of the order has got to do their part.
Yeah, I mean, Braden Ward, Matt McLean, you go back 2 games ago, they were combined 0 for 7. I mean, those are 2 All-Stars in your lineup. This is a Gatemen lineup that's littered with All-Stars, but for whatever reason couldn't hit really in any game against Falmouth. And you go back to the last game, they only put up 4 hits, and at times you thought it would be enough. But, you know, despite the pitching being exceptional, the 4 hits proved to not be enough. And the batting average for this team has actually dipped a little bit to the lowest it's been virtually all season. They're right now sitting at 284, which, you know, by any measurement is a good batting average for a team batting average. But for this team, that's fairly low.
Adrian Del Castillo in the cleanup spot for Wareham. Dallas Beaver hitting 5th, the catcher tonight. Benjamin Sems at second base and hitting 6th. Matthew Rudick out in right field hitting 7th, a 263 hitter. Chad Stevens hitting 8th at the hot corner and hitting 254 this year. And Mike Antico returns to the lineup, rounding it out, hitting 9th, hitting just 242 this summer. Reed Johnston is taking the bump for Cotuit. He'll be the starting pitcher tonight for the Kettleers. Johnston, 5 appearances, all 5 starts for the Cotuit Kettleers. 20 2/3 innings pitched. He's only given up 15 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 13 strikeouts. It all adds up to a 2-0 record, a 1.8 ERA. Opponents hit 247 against the right-hander. And I mentioned the 4 earned runs. That's over all 5 of his starts. He's been pretty solid for Cotuit this summer. As we're about set to go here at Lowell Park. Gorgeous night in Cotuit, 79 degrees, sunny at first pitch. Wind blowing out just a little bit, 10 miles an hour out towards center field. And now Braden Ward steps in from the left side. Wareham, 19-16-1, second place in the West. 1 point up in the Cotuit Kettleers. 17-16-4 is Cotuit. First pitch from Johnston. Fastball misses high and away. 1-0 underway. 5 o'clock on the dot here at Lowell Park. The 1-0 from Johnston now. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. Ward, a 299 hitter for Wareham this summer. His average has been over 300 most of this season. 2-0. Just misses outside. 3-0. Another fastball. Fastball coming in at 89 miles an hour on all 3 of those pitches from Johnston. 3-0 pitch. Fastball at the knees. 3 balls and a strike. Ward in the 2 games since the All-Star break, just a combined 1 for 8 against YD and Falmouth. 3-1 offering. Fastball high at the eyes, ball 4. 5-pitch leadoff walk for Braden Ward, and in steps Matt McLean.
That's not a good sign from Johnston, throwing mostly fastballs early on and missing, well, up and away on most of those pitches. Mostly outside to Braden Ward. Somebody who doesn't usually struggle with his command, coming into today with only 4 walks this season.
Matt McLean, the UCLA Bruin, steps in from the right side. Throw over to first, Ward back safely. Braden Ward, 22 stolen bases this summer, most in the Cape Cod Baseball League. 22 for 27 is Ward. No score, top of the first between Wareham and Cotuit. Johnston sets, and now time called by the catcher Colton Kessler. Let's take you around the diamond for Cotuit tonight. Kessler is the battery mate of Johnston. Casey Schmidt, Adam Oviedo on the left side of the infield. A lot of errors over on that left side of the infield for Cotuit tonight. Throw over to first. Ward dives back safely. 7 for Schmidt, 8 for Oviedo. The right side of the infield, Nick Gonzalez at second base. Mason McWhorter over at first. Another throw over, and Ward once again gets his hand in there safely. In the outfield for Cotuit, Robert Martin out in left, Dante Williams in center, Joey Loperfido out and right. First pitch to McLean. Fastball high at the chin. 1-0. McLean slumping for the first time in a while. In his last 5 games, 2 for 15. Still a 300 hitter for Wareham as Johnston throws over once again. Ward about a 3.5, 4-step lead over there at first. Now the 1-0. Breaking ball in there at the knees for a strike. I think that's the first off-speed pitch we've seen from Johnston.
It's a high-velocity breaking ball, too, at 80 miles per hour.
Middle infield, double play depth for Cotuit. The 1-1. Swing and a miss through a fastball. A ball and 2 strikes to McLean. Dimensions here at Lowell Park, 320 down the lines in left field and right field. Fairly deep to center, 397 out to dead center. Johnston sets the 1-2 offering. Line drive left side, 1 hopper to Oviedo. He goes to second for 1, and Ward is out at second base. No throw to first. McLean reaches on the fielder's choice. Pitch kind of jammed him. 1 away here in the first. Jacob Teeter steps in from the left side for Wareham. No score between the Gatemen and the Kettleers. Top of the first inning. Ward walks. McLean reaches on the fielder's choice. Johnston sets on the first base side of the rubber. Throws over. McLean gets dirty, dives back safely. Wareham under 500 on the road this season, 8-10. First pitch to Teeter. Swing and a miss through a breaking ball down low, 0-1. Cotuit fairly good here at home, 9-7-3 at Lowell Park. They've been just kind of average at home and on the road. The 0-1. Fastball misses outside, a ball and a strike. Teeter, a 303 hitter for Wareham. Johnston sets at the belt. The 1-1. Hard ground ball back up the middle into center field. A base hits. McLean rounds second, stays put there. Jacob Teeter, the first hit of the ball game for Wareham, singles up the middle. First and second, 1 down for Adrian Del Castillo. Del Castillo steps in from the left side, a 264 hitter for Wareham. No score, top of the first here at Lowell Park. Battle for second place here in the Western Division. Cotuit 1 point back of Wareham. Johnston throws back to second. McLean dives back safely. Del Castillo leads this Gatemen team with 4 home runs. First pitch to him. Ground ball left side, straight to Oviedo at shortstop. Throws to second for 1, and again, no throw over to first. So Teeter's out at second. Del Castillo reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Wareham.
That's also now 2 straight throws that were low from Oviedo to Gonzalez. Short toss, but missing low. Sidearming it, slinging it over to second.
Dallas Beaver steps in now for Wareham. 2 down, top of the first, no score. Runners on the corners. Beaver bats from the left side. Beaver represented the Western Division, starting catcher in the All-Star game on Sunday. First pitch, skied, left field, slicing down the line. Long run for Martin, and he's there. Makes the catch above his left shoulder. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left aboard for Wareham in the top of the first. We head to the bottom half. We'll be right back on GBN.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Arajanu, Nick Gonzalez, Joey Loperfido. 1-2-3 hitters due up for Cotuit here in the bottom of the first. No score between the Gatemen and the Kettleers. Lucas Weinbergs on the mound tonight for Wareham, making his second appearance for the Gatemen, first start. Weinbergs was very, very good in his first appearance for Wareham this summer. The righty from Missouri sets first pitch to the lefty, Arajanu. Fastball blooped out into shallow left field. McLean going back, can't get there. It lands in front of Mike Antico in left field. Leadoff single for Arajanu, and in steps Nick Gonzalez.
That ball splintered off a little part of the bat. Perhaps contributed to the bloop instead of it carrying a little bit further.
Let's give you the starting 9 tonight for Cotuit. Casey Schmidt will be in the cleanup spot after Gonzalez and Loperfido. Mason McWhorter at first base, a .279 hitter hitting 5th. Robert Martin in the 6 hole. First pitch to Gonzalez, chopped fouled on the third base line, 0-1. Martin in that 6 hole, just 2 for 15 this summer. Colton Kessler, the catcher, hitting 7th for Cotuit. Adam Oviedo, The shortstop hitting 8th. Dante Williams rounds it out, hitting 9th. The bottom of the order just really struggles for these Kettleers. After McWhorter in the 5-hole. Now the 0-1 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, 88 miles an hour on the inside corner, 0-2. Martin, a 133 hitter. Kessler, a 151 hitter. Oviedo hitting 240. Williams hitting 185. That's the part of the order that Weinberg is going to have to take advantage of tonight. The 0-2 to Gonzalez. Fastball up high at the eyes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anu on first. Nobody down. Bottom of the first inning. No score between the Gatemen and the Kettleers. Weinberg sets the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball down low in the dirt, 2-2.
Gonzalez is in a weird stretch where he's just won for his last 12 at the plate. That's a bit uncommon.
That's a 4-game stretch. And not only is it a bit uncommon, it's his worst stretch of the entire summer. He's been one of the best players in the league all summer long. Anu back safely as Weinberg throws over to first.
Despite that stretch, he's still leading the league in hits and an on-base percentage, and also hit by pitches.
The 2-2 pitch, down low at the ankles of Gonzalez, 3-2. Gonzalez has torn apart Wareham this summer. 6 for 15, 7 RBIs. Normally in the leadoff spot for these Kettleers. In the 2-hole today. First time in a couple of weeks. Throw over to first. Anu dives back safely. Gonzalez's season average, .333 for Cotuit, 4th best in the league. Weinberg sets the 3-2. Line drive left field. Antico watches it on a couple of hops. Plays it quickly, gets it into McLean at shortstop, and it's 2 straight singles to left field to begin the bottom of the first for the Kettleers. And now Joey Loper-Fito steps in from the left side for Cotuit. Not the start Weinberg was looking for. Mentioned how he was very good in his first appearance for Wareham. It came 6 days ago, July 20th, against Bourne. He didn't start the game, but went 6 innings in relief. Gave up just 2 earned runs. Got the win in his first appearance as a Gateman. First pitch, flared foul out of play in the left field line, 0-1 to Joey Loper-Fito. Loper-Fito, a .288 hitter this summer for Cotuit. He's actually in one of his best stretches of the summer. Weinberg checks second, the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside. 2 strikes to Loper-Fito. Loper-Fito in his last 7 games hitting .375. 9 hits, 6 RBIs. Weinberg sets. The 0-2. Dribble, foul. Just got a piece of it. Count stays, no balls, and 2 strikes. No score between Wareham and Cotuit. Cotuit in business here early. First and second, nobody down. The 0-2 offering. Fastball way high, above the head of Loper-Fito. A ball and 2 strikes. Loper-Fito, native of Haddonfield, New Jersey. He was ranked the number 2 shortstop in New Jersey out of high school. The 1-2 delivery. Fastball hits him right on the shoulder blade as he turns his back. And it's 2 singles and a hit by pitch for Cotuit in the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody down for Casey Schmidt.
That might be one that got away. Looked like Weinberg's had Loper-Fito on the ropes early on. A couple breaking pitches that Loper-Fito was way out in front of. That's a tough break.
Now Schmidt steps up with a huge opportunity here early. Corners in for Wareham. Chad Stevens at third base, Jacob Teeter at first. Middle infield back in double play depth. McLean at shortstop, Sems at second. First pitch. Off speed on the inside corner, 0-1. In the outfield tonight for Wareham, Mike Antico in left, Braden Ward in center. Matthew Rudick in right field. The 0-1 offering. Popped him up center field pretty deep. Ward ranges back, plenty of room, makes the catch. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Casey Schmidt, his 18th RBI of the summer. And the Cotuit Kettleers on the board first, 1-0 over the Gatemen. Gonzalez moves to third. Loperfido stays put at first. Mason McWhorter now steps in from the left side for Cotuit. This is a Kettleers team who has struggled to score in their last 4 games. First pitch. Skied, foul territory, out of play in the left field line, 0-1 to McWhorter. Cotuit clinched the playoffs, clinched a playoff berth last Friday. They haven't won since. 0-3-1 in their last 4 games. The 0-1. Fastball upper part of the zone. 0-2 to Mason McWhorter. They've been outscored 20-5 in those 4 games. Cotuit has. Weinbergs unleashes the 0-2. Ground ball right side. Sems scoops. Flips to second for 1. Over to first. Got him. 4-6-3 double play ends the inning. And if you're Lucas Weinbergs, you'll take that any day of the week. Bases loaded, no outs, turns into just 1 run for Cotuit. And we head to the top of the second. Wareham trails early. We'll be right back on GBN.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Cotuit 1, Wareham 0. We head to the top of the second here at Lowell Park in Cotuit. Benjamin Sems, Matthew Rudick, Chad Stevens, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Gatemen. There's no runs on 1 hit in the first inning for Wareham. Reed Johnston back out for his second inning of work for Cotuit. Sems leads it off, steps in from the left side for the Gatemen. First pitch from the righty, Johnston. Dribbled, fouled on the third base line. 0-1. Sems a 3-0-2 hitter for Wareham. Rising senior at Kansas. The 0-1 from Johnston. Curveball chopped down the first base line, foul. Sems in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Benjamin Sems, when he leads off an inning this summer, a .417 hitter in 24 at-bats. He's been in the 6-hole pretty much all summer long. The 0-2 offering. Fastball misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Johnston shakes his head no and now sets and deals. Fastball down low, dribbled down the first base line. Scooped up by McWhorter. He touches the bag, one away here in the second. That'll bring up Matthew Rudick for Wareham. Rudick steps in from the left side. 1-0 Cotuit, top of the second inning. Rudick a .263 hitter for Wareham. First pitch from Johnston. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. Johnston, the last time he faced Wareham, all the way back on June 29th. 1-0, fouled off back into the fencing behind home plate, 1-1. And he picked up one of his 2 wins this season. Johnston 2-0, one of those wins back on June 29th. He went 5 innings scoreless. Wareham had just 2 hits. 1-1 misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Only had 2 strikeouts in those 5 innings. 2-1 fastball misses away. 3 balls and a strike. Wareham just couldn't buy a hit. The 3-1 lofted into shallow right field, and the right fielder Joey Loperfido comes in and calls off Nick Gonzalez. 2 away here in the second, and in steps Chad Stevens. Stevens, one of 2 righties in the lineup today for Wareham. We've seen it all summer long. 7 or 8 lefties in this Gatemen order. Stevens, first pitch to him. Hard line drive, foul down the third base line. 0-1. He's out in front of a off-speed pitch there, 81 miles an hour from Johnston. Stevens, not many at-bats with Wareham this summer. 15 for 59. He's been with the Gatemen all summer long. Just a guy that'll play every third day or so for Wareham. 0-1 lifted out of play down the right field line. 0-2. And despite, well, playing mainly every third day, since the All-Star break, now the 0-2 from Johnston. Fastball in the outside corner, got him. Strike 3, got him looking. 1-2-3 inning for Johnston. We head to the bottom half of the second. Wareham trails 1-0. We'll be right back on GBN.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Cotuit as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Robert Martin, Colton Kessler, Adam Oviedo. Lucas Weinberg's back out for a second inning of work for Wareham. Righty from Missouri trying to settle in. It was a rough first inning. He ended up getting out of it with the 4-6-3 double play. Martin steps in with just 2 hits this summer, 2 for 15. Weinberg's to start the game gave up back-to-back singles and then hit Loper Fido. First pitch, swing and a miss through a breaking ball 0-1. And then from there, you'll take the result. Sacrifice fly by Casey Schmidt scored the first run of the ball game, and then 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. The 0-1. Fastball, hard ground ball, right side, through the hole into right field, a base hit. Robert Martin now has 3 hits this summer for Cotuit. Every single hit has come against the Wareham Gatemen. Leadoff single here in the second.
What's interesting is that Weinberg's again had a player out in front of his breaking ball, which is working phenomenally tonight. But then comes back with the fastball, and Martin's able to time it up.
Martin now 3 for 16 this summer. He's 3 for 8 against Wareham. Again, only 8 at-bats against every other opponent in the league. Joined this Cotuit team in the middle of the year. First pitch to the lefty, Kessler. Misses low and away, 1-0. Kessler, a 151 hitter. 6'3", 215-pound rising sophomore at Kentucky. He lofts one into shallow left, foul territory. Stevens ranges over and makes the catch over his shoulder. Good play by Chad Stevens. Tougher play than it looked to begin with. 1 away.
Slight gust of wind blowing from right to left. Not much, and it's mostly blowing outward. But Chad Stevens making that catch behind himself. Just reaching back and making an over-the-shoulder basket catch. That was pretty cool.
Adam Oviedo, 240 hitter, steps in from the right side to face the righty Weinbergs. 1 away, bottom of the second. Martin on first, 1-0 Kettleers. Time called. The 3 hits in the first 6 batters for Cotuit today is as many as Gatemen pitching has allowed in the last 12 innings pitched. Of course, Falmouth won the game 2 days ago despite just 1 hit. And then you go back to the YD game, a few innings into that one. Weinberg sets at the belt on the first base side of the rubber, throws over to first. Martin dives back safely. No stolen bases this summer for Martin. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, 2 hits. The only 5 times he's been on base before that single. Weinberg throws over once again. Same result. Oviedo, rising junior at TCU. First pitch to him. A breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. Cotuit didn't like that. Pitch looked a little low and away. Patrick Burns, the home plate umpire tonight here at Lowell Park. Jeffrey Merzel over at first base. Rich Gatain, the third base umpire tonight. The 0-1. Chopped left side. McLean charges, gloves, looks at second, but throws to first. He's out. Good play by McLean. He didn't have a shot at second base. 2 down here in the second.
No chance to get Robbie Martin going from first to second. But knew he had enough time to look back at second at the very least and made the smart decision to go to first.
Dante Williams will try to come up with a clutch 2-out hit for Cotuit. Martin on second. 1-0 the Kettleer lead over the Gatemen. First offering. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch low and inside, 0-1. Williams just a 185 hitter for Cotuit. 10 hits all summer. 2 of them have been home runs. The 0-1 offering. Misses low in the dirt. Good block by Beaver. It trickled down the first base line, but Martin doesn't go anywhere. A ball and a strike. Dante Williams just 1 for 7 this summer with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. The 1-1 delivery. Foul tapped back behind home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Williams in his sophomore campaign at Arizona hit .267. Part of the Pac-12 all-defensive team. Committed just 1 error all summer. All season. 1-2, flared foul at a plate on the left field line, 1 and 2. 1 error all year for Arizona. And he really became an everyday player for the Arizona Wildcats. Started 53 of the 56 games he appeared in after just 24 starts his freshman campaign. Weinbergs unleashes the 1-2. And he checked his swing on a pitch high. Williams went around. I mean, he almost went all the way around. Patrick Burns just didn't see it. Third base umpire Rich Gaintain says he did. That's the right call. 1-0 Kettleers. We head to the third. We'll be right back on GBN.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
To the top of the third we go here at Lowell Park. 1-0 the Cotuit lead. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, Gabe. I talked to pitching coach Jim Lawler just a little bit ago about what his plans were for the pen at this point in the season, and he says he's taking it day by day. Now, he says at this point in the season, he has the ability to make quicker decisions. He doesn't have to plan 3 weeks out, and he likes that. He says he has Maloney up after Barron today, and after that, he doesn't know who plans on going to the game. He has 10 guys, and they could all be ready today. He says he really likes the ability to just make those quick decisions, have anyone possibly ready, and then once the outcome of a game happens, he plans the pitcher for the day after that. After then, I talked to Joey Barron about his return to the Gatemen, and he says he feels well rested and is happy to be back. Throwing it to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. It'll be interesting to see what Jim Lawler does, not only throughout the final week of this regular season, but what the rotation is as we get into the playoffs. Ian Bedell set to start tomorrow for Wareham. You'd have to think Bedell would start game 1 of the playoffs as well.
If I'm Jim Lawler, I wouldn't want anybody else on the mound.
Bedell's been the best starting pitcher in the league this season. To the top of the third we go here at Lowell Park. 1-0 the Cotuit lead. First pitch to Mike Antico. Skied into pretty deep right center field. Williams ranges back. The center fielder makes the catch above the tip of his cap. One away here in the third, and in steps Braden Ward. Ward and McLean to follow Braden Ward. 9-1-2 hitters due up for Wareham here in the top of the third. The Gatemen with just 1 hit through the first 9 tonight. Ward did reach. He walked to lead off the ball game. Johnston, the righty, sets and deals. Ward shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball outside, 1-0. Braden Ward's been in a little bit of a slump as of late. Average now .299 this summer. 1-0, chopped right side. Gonzalez has that ball go under his glove. That's an error on Nick Gonzalez, his 6th of the summer. He just botched that one, and Ward reaches.
Took a weird roll, though. It started as a high chopper over the mound, and then caught like a little lip in the grass, and just skipped under the glove of Nick Gonzalez.
Does go down as an error, and in steps Matt McLean. Ward dives back safely. Johnston throws over to first. McLean reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Talked about in the pregame how Wareham really needs the top of the order to come through. Another throw over Ward, once again in safely. The reason I brought it up is because Ward struggled in his last 5 games. McLean in his last 5, just a 133 hitter. Now 2 for his last 16, including his first at-bat tonight. Runner going, pitch popped up, foul. Out of play behind home plate. 0-1. McLean was 0 for 4 at Falmouth Wednesday. He had reached in 14 straight games before Wednesday. Ward dives back safely once again. Matt McLean, the Western Division MVP of the All-Star game on Sunday. 2 hits, a 2-run home run, and a go-ahead RBI single in the 8th inning of that All-Star game. And Johnston just obsessed with Ward over at first base, throws over, and Ward back safely. Talking to McLean about that MVP, he said he had a feeling. Teammate Darren Baker actually came up to him after the home run. The 0-1. Fouled off behind home plate, back into the fencing 0-2. McLean telling him to settle down. It was just one at-bat, but after the go-ahead RBI single in the 8th, McLean had a really good feeling, and he actually stole second in the 8th inning. And he'll 100% admit, yeah, I had to secure it. I had to take second base. He didn't want to take an at-bat away from the guy that followed him in the order. And once again, Johnston throws over. Ward dives back safely. So he waited till there was 2 strikes and took off for second safely. The one thing that was up in the air is, for most of the game, he didn't know that there were 2 MVPs. But once he found out that there was an MVP for each division, he had a good feeling he had it. 0-2 misses low and outside, a ball and 2 strikes to Matt McLean. Wareham trails 1-0, top of the 3rd. Ward on first after the error by Nick Gonzalez. 1 down. Open stance from the right side for McLean. The 1-2 offering. Runner going, pitch low and outside, throw down to second, not in time. Ward swipes his 23rd base of the summer, leads the league. He's in scoring position. Still only 1 down here in the 3rd. Matt McLean this summer with runners in scoring position, hitting .440. The best on the Gatemen. Throw back to second. Gonzalez backhands that, prevents it from going into center field. And that's just not a small sample size either for McLean. 25 at-bats with runners in scoring position. The 2-2 offering, way high and inside. Fastball at 88 miles an hour. Count runs full, 3-2. 17 of McLean's 19 RBIs this summer. When he's up and a runner's in scoring position. Johnston sets a deep breath. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good off-speed pitch inside. Second strikeout for Johnston. 2 outs here in the 3rd. And in steps Jacob Teeter with Wareham trailing 1-0.
Well, that's a tough pitch to lay off. That just fell right off the table. But it looked like initially that it was going to land in the zone. Looked like Johnson was going to paint the inner black, and turns out just dropped. McLean swung right over it.
First pitch to the lefty Teeter. Swing and a miss through an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Teeter the only hit off of Johnston today. Single into right field in the first inning. And another guy you'd want up there if you're Wareham. Johnston sets on the first base side of the rubber. Checks second. The 0-1 offering. Flared out into left field. Martin ranges over, and he gets called off by Williams, the center fielder, for out number 3. Wareham leaves Ward on second base, and we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Wareham trails 1-0. We'll be right back from Cotuit.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Top of the order, due up for Cotuit. Araj Anu to lead it off. Nick Gonzalez, Joey Loper-Fito to follow. 1-0 Kettleers over the Gatemen. Lucas Weinberg's back out for his third inning of work. First pitch to Anu. Swing and a miss through an off-speed pitch, 0-1. The off-speed has been Weinberg's best pitch today. 0-1 to Anu. Swing and a miss, 80 miles an hour. Looks like a changeup that's fooling Anu and several other Kettleers.
It almost makes you wonder why he even goes back to the fastball.
The 0-2 offering. Fastball high, got him. Got him to chase. 88 miles an hour up high. Strikeout for Weinberg's, his second, and a strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area.
Well, if you're going to go back to your fastball, throw it out of the zone. Make him chase. Good pitch. Good sequence.
First pitch to the righty, Nick Gonzalez. Breaking ball down low, 1-0. Not a bad crowd here on hand at Lowell Park tonight. Third base bleachers pretty much full. The 1-0. Fastball down low. 2-0. First base bleachers filling up as well. Gorgeous night here in Cotuit. 79 degrees, sunny at first pitch. Wind blowing out just a tad towards center field. Not much, though. The 2-0 delivery to Gonzalez, and he hammers one into deep right center field, and that ball is going to get in the gap. One hops the wall. Will Gonzalez head for 3? He puts the brakes on there. Good job by Rudick to get it in quickly. Nick Gonzalez, a multi-hit day, his 12th multi-hit game of the season. He's 2 for 2 in scoring position with one down here in the third.
Safe to say he's broken out of his slump. My goodness.
You knew it wouldn't last long.
He's reached base safely in every game but one this season.
Including today, that's 35 of 36 games. The only game he didn't was July 9th against Bourne. First pitch fouled off the front foot of Joey Loper-Fito, 0-1. I mean, it's been unbelievable. He's led the league throughout the year in average. He's 4th right now. But you could go on and on about Nick Gonzalez. Leads the league in on-base percentage, hits, hit by pitches even. Tied for 3rd in doubles, home runs, 3rd in RBIs. Fastball misses high to Loperfido, 1-1. And he's been a Gatemen killer as well. He's now 8 for 17 against Wareham this summer. The 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball down low. 2 balls and a strike to Joey Loperfido. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. 1 down, bottom of the 3rd. Gonzalez on second, 1-0 Kettleers. Weinberg sets. A deep breath, now the pitch. Fastball flared out into shallow center, and it gets by McLean. Ward charges, Gonzalez going home. The throw to the plate is not in time. Gonzalez scores. It's an RBI single for Joey Loperfido. 2-0 Kettleers. That's Loperfido's 9th RBI this summer. Hasn't got a lot of opportunities with runners in scoring position. And he now has a hit in 6 straight games. First pitch now to Casey Schmidt. Misses high and inside, 1-0. Schmidt sacrifice fly in the first inning. 18th RBI of the summer. Deep fly ball to left field. 1-0. Popped him up. Shallow left. Antico a few steps in. Makes the catch right above the bill of his cap. 2 down here in the 3rd. Loperfido stays put at first, and in steps Mason McWhorter. McWhorter ended the first inning with a 4-6-3 double play. Steps in from the left side against the righty Weinbergs. A run in the first, a run here in the 3rd for the Kettleers. They lead 2-0. First pitch, fastball just misses inside, 1-0. Weinberg sets on the first base side of the rubber, the 1-0. Chopped foul on the first base line. A ball and a strike. McWhorter, rising senior at Georgia Southern. Had his best year of his collegiate career as a junior. Hit .321. 15 doubles, 12 home runs. That's why he's here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. 1-1. Breaking ball just misses off the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Two-1 pitch, misses low in the dirt, 3-1. McWhorter did not play yesterday for Cotuit in the 9-1 loss to Harwich. Went 0 for 3 with a strikeout at Brewster Wednesday. He's been in a slump, hitting just .227 in his last 7 games. Weinberg's a deep breath, the 3-1 offering. Chopped left side, dribbler. Weinberg's, the pitcher, scoops and throws to first. He's out. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left aboard for the Kettleers in the 3rd. Wareham trails 2-0. We head to the 4th. Jonah Karp will have your play-by-play when we come back on GBN.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Top of the fourth inning, Gatemen trailing 2-0. Adrian Del Castillo, Dallas Beaver, Benjamin Semmes, the 3-2 up. Reed Johnston back on the bump. Fourth straight inning. Has himself a 2-0 cushion. Cotuit has scored in the first and the third. Chopper right to the second baseman, Gonzalez. Actually, that was a line drive. Gonzalez picked it out of the air. One pitch and one out retires Adrian Del Castillo in the top of the fourth. Middle of the order for the Wareham Gatemen. Just one hit today for Wareham. A Jacob Teeter one-out single in the first inning. Dallas Beaver will step up. Nobody on base. One man down. Johnston has thrown 38 pitches so far, 24 balls, 14 strikes. First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. Beaver flew out to the left fielder Robbie Martin to end the first inning. 0 for 1. Benjamin Semmes in the on-deck circle. Beaver steps in from the left side, faces the righty Johnston. Johnston rocks and deals the pitch. On the outside corner, 0-2. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with us on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Johnston back into his windup. Misses over the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is a Gatemen offense that has struggled, to say the least. Over the last 9 games, 0 home runs. Behind 2-0, the pitch. Tapper, foul down the third base line. Do it again, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Reed Johnston, an all-star. Coming into this game with an earned run average of 1.80 this season. 20 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts. Nobody on base, 1 man down, 2-0. Gatemen trailing. Top of the fourth inning. An all-star facing an all-star. Beaver batting .325 entering this contest. He has a homer and 11 RBIs. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Ripped on the ground right side of the infield. Picked up by Gonzalez on a hop. Tosses to first in time. And there's 2 away in the top of the fourth inning. Nick Gonzalez getting a lot of action here in the fourth. Nobody on base, 2 away. Benjamin Semmes, the new batter, 0 for 1. Casey Schmidt is playing well off the line at third base. Shaded in on the edge of the infield grass, and there's a large gap in between him and the third base bag. First pitch to Benjamin Semmes. Fouled off, out of play, behind home plate, 0-1. Semmes began the second inning by grounding out to the first baseman Mason McWater. Semmes, another all-star for the Wareham Gatemen. The 0-1 skips in the dirt and behind Benjamin Semmes. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to the second baseman. Semmes typically the everyday shortstop for the Gatemen. Playing second base today. The 1-1. Ripped right side back to Gonzalez at second. Picks it up on a couple hops. Tosses over to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Reed Johnston. No runs, no hits. Nobody left aboard for the Wareham Gatemen. We're through 3.5. Gatemen trailing by 2. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Cotuit over Wareham. Robbie Martin, Colton Kessler, Adam Oviedo, the three due up. Lucas Weinberg's back on the hill. First pitch from him. Fastball misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Weinberg's in for his 4th straight inning. This is his 2nd appearance with Wareham. The first time out came out of the bullpen, the pitch. Misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes to Martin. Went 6 innings deep in that outing 6 days ago out of the bullpen. Longest outing we've seen from any relief pitcher this season. Earned him a start today, his first of the season. The 2-0 is skied out toward left center field, chasing Mike Antico back. Drifts over and makes the catch as he's drifting left. Robbie Martin retired. He's now 1 for 2 today. 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten back with you. Good crowd on hand, nearing 6 o'clock here at Lowell Park in Cotuit, Massachusetts. Last time during the regular season that the Gatemen come to Lowell Park, first pitch sits at the feet of Colton Kessler, 1 ball and no strikes. These two teams knotted at 2 games apiece during the season series. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. Another good off-speed pitch from Lucas Weinberg. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Kessler, the catcher, 0 for 1 today. Popped out to Chad Stevens in foul ground over at third. The 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Nobody on base, 1 man down, 2-0 Cotuit. Bottom of the 4th inning. Kessler now 8 for 54 this season. He does have a homer and 4 RBIs. The 1-0, the 1-2. Taken low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shadows peering in from the left side. Sun setting behind the press box. We're positioned right behind home plate. The 2-2. Chopper, right side of the infield, gloved by Jacob Teeter, playing off the line at first, steps on the bag himself, and there's a quick 2 outs for Lucas Weinbergs. Nobody on base, 2 down, bottom of the 4th for Adam Oviedo, the number 8 batter. Oviedo 0 for 1. Cotuit with 2 runs across on 5 hits, 1 error tonight. They lead 2-0. Weinbergs rocks and deals, first pitch. Right down Broadway, a fastball, 88 miles per hour, 0-1. Lucas Weinbergs has not thrown a 1-2-3 inning tonight. Not yet. 0-1 the count. Working quickly out of the windup. The pitch. Line drive and over the glove of the shortstop, Matt McLean, and it drops into left center field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Adam Oviedo, and standing on first for Dante Williams.
And he'll have to wait at least one more inning for that 1-2-3 inning.
Wasn't it you who said that there's no such thing as a broadcaster's jinx?
Correct.
Testing that theory and, well, proving my theory right that there is in fact a broadcaster's jinx?
No, there is no such thing as a broadcaster's jinx.
Yeah. Okay. Guess we'll never know for a fact. First pitch to Williams. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Williams 0 for 1. He struck out to end the second. Steps in from the left side with a runner at first base. 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. The right-handed pitcher Weinbergs comes set at the belt. Deals from the first base side and fires a fastball over the inside corner. Quickly gets ahead 0-2 on the left fielder Williams. That's now 6 hits already for Cotuit, with the 2-out single by Adam Oviedo. Takes about 3 steps off the first base bag. Throw back to first. Oviedo back in safely. Count holds at 0-2. Cotuit and Wareham jostling for second place in the Western Division standings. Wareham holding a 1-point advantage. Pitch upstairs, well upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 39 points for the Wareham Gatemen, 38 points for the Cotuit Kettleers. The Gatemen have 2 wins more than the Kettleers this season. But Cotuit has 4 ties compared to the Gatemen 1. Pitch low and in, 2-2. Before tonight, games would go to an additional inning. Well, 9-inning games will go to a 10th inning. And if you were playing 2 7-inning games in a doubleheader, each of those games would go to a maximum of 9. Pitch skips inside, and it almost hit the feet of Williams. Instead, that land. Well, that's. Yep, it did. Okay. So Williams trots down to first.
It was kind of weird. It didn't look like Williams was gonna take off for first. I don't know if it's because it kind of stung that front foot, and he was just taking his time, but hits him on the front foot. Patrick Burns says, "Yep, take your base." Throws off the elbow guard and jogs down.
Well, Williams was a little bit hesitant to get out of the box. Well, now there's runners on first and second, and we're back to the top of the order with Anu. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Another good off-speed pitch from Lucas Weinbergs.
He has fooled Anu on that pitch all night long.
That was pitch number 61 for Weinbergs. Trying to work out of some trouble. The pitch. Downstairs, 1-1. A new 1 for 2 tonight. A single in the first inning, a strikeout in the third. Oviedo off second, Dante Williams off first. 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. The lefty Anu with a 1-1 count. Rockets this one out toward right field. Rudick being chased back. He looks up. That ball is gone. Anu with a 3-run bomb. 5-0. Cotuit over Wareham.
Fifth home run this season for Anu, and I mean that's what happens when you give a team life after a quick 2 outs in an inning. Had Williams on the ropes, you hit him, and Anu makes you pay.
2 quick outs in the inning for Lucas Weinbergs, and a single, a hit by pitch, and now a 3-run homer has put the Kettleers up by 5. Nick Gonzalez, the new man up, now with the bases empty. First pitch to him. Breaking ball at 78 miles per hour. Downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Gonzalez 2 for 2 with a single and a double. right-on-right matchup. The pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Feinberg's up to 65 pitches. The 2-0 is skied. Foul ground, and now that drifts into fair territory, and the catcher, Beaver, circles under it but can't make the catch. It pops right out of his mitt, and Nick Gonzalez is safe. Oh, my. Well, that should have ended the inning. Instead, Gonzalez pulls in at first on an error.
And I don't know if Stevens at third or Teeter at first just couldn't pick up the ball. It kind of looked like everyone was looking around for a little bit. But that shouldn't be Dallas Beavers' ball. Teeter and Stevens both with better angles on that running in on the ball. And it just pops out.
Now to Loper Fido. Foul tips one right into the mid of Beaver. 0-1. Loper Fido has reached twice. Hit by pitch in the first inning, singled in the third. He's 1 for 1. 3 runs home in the inning, 5-0 Cotuit. Lifted foul and out of play along the left side. Feinberg's quickly ahead, 0-2. Gonzalez off of first base. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch. Check swing taken downstairs. Feinberg's misses, 1-2. Loper Fido coming into this game, batting .287, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Lifts this one out toward left field. An easy play for Mike Antico. Drifts back, makes the catch above his cap. And that'll end the 4th. But the Cotuit Kettleers tack on 3 more. A 3-run blast off the bat of Araj Anu gives the Kettleers a 5-0 advantage as we head to the 5th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
We head to the top of the 5th inning. Wareham trailing Cotuit 5-0. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, Jonah. One thing I talked to manager Jerry Weinstein about is the focuses he has for playoffs. Now, he said one of those focuses in preparation for the playoffs was guys getting on base in a 2-out, 2-strike situation. He said in that situation, when you have 2 on the board, the batter needs to be prepared for the home plate umpire's strikeout zone. Now, not their strike zone or whatever they feel their body's strike zone is, but what the umpire feels it is, because in reality, his strikeout zone is the only one that matters. Throwing it back to you.
Thanks, Addison. Bottom 3 coming up for the Wareham Gatemen, now finding themselves in a 5-0 hole. 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Cotuit tonight. Only 1 hit for the Wareham Gatemen, and it came back in the first inning. A 1-out single by Jacob Teeter. Matt Rudick, Chad Stevens, Mike Antico will be the 3 due up against Reed Johnston. 46 pitches thrown for Johnston so far, and he's been sparkling. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. First pitch to Rudick, squares to bunt, takes a pitch inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Rudick 0 for 1 today. Gabe stepped out for a little bit, so Javik Blake, as per usual, will pinch hit. The pitch misses outside, 2-0. Hello, my good sir.
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
To hear.
Enjoying my Friday afternoon. It is a beautiful Friday.
And what a beautiful park as well. Lowell Park just kind of situated nicely.
The 2-0 to Rudick sits downstairs, 3-0.
It's one of the more picturesque ballparks in all of Cape Cod, sort of right in the woods. The ocean's about a mile through the woods, out towards center field. It's always a great crowd as well.
Always a great crowd, the 3-0. Breaking ball, in at the knees and over the inside corner, 3-1. You don't strike me as the woodsy type. Am I wrong?
I'm more of a baseball park guy.
The 3-1. Hit sharply towards straightaway center field. It drops in front of Dante Williams and rolls right to him. Fires it back into second as Rudick pulls in at first with an infield single. Or leadoff single, rather. Not an infield single. That skipped all the way to the outfield.
And the Gatemen, it's about time they get a hit. They've needed one badly through these first few innings. They got one back in the first when Jacob Teeter smashed one back up the middle, but that was a race on a fielder's choice the very next play. And the second, third, and fourth, nothing at all except for an E4 from Nick Gonzalez.
A runner on first, nobody down. Top of the 5th inning. Chad Stevens, the new batter. Throw back to first. Rudick dives back in head first.
And that's one thing we've seen a lot. Johnson has thrown over at least 3 times with every guy on first base.
No runs yet for the Wareham Gatemen, trailing by 5. Stevens squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, check down to first. Did he go? No, he did not. Says Jeffrey Merzel, the first base umpire. 1 ball and no strikes, the number 8 man, Chad Stevens. Stevens ended the 2nd inning, striking out looking against Reed Johnston. Runner takes off, rolled down the third base line. That's a foul ball. That was a hit and run play. Rick was all the way down to second base. Instead has to go back to first. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Chad Stevens.
And that foul ball was fouled by about 3 inches. Schmidt dove at third to try and get it, and the ball just sneaked foul before it passed that third base bag.
Nobody down. Top of the 5th inning. Another throw back to first. Rudick back to the bag. The slight wind that we had early in the game has all but subsided. Sitting around mid-70s. Just a gorgeous night for baseball. The 1-1 is bunted down the third base line, and it rolls foul. 1-2.
He just got under that ball trying to bunt it. Pops it up just a little bit, and that's when you know. On a bunt, you want to get the top of the baseball. But when you get under it, that's when you know it starts to pop up. And for Chad Stevens there, he wasn't able to get the bunt down, which would have perfectly moved Rudick over to second with 1 out. Then you have Antico, Ward, McLean. A chance for some runs for a Gateman offense that desperately needs them, and they haven't been scoring them a lot recently. Only 4 runs combined in the past 2 games.
The Gatemen have only been hitting .232 over their last 5 games. Easily their worst stretch at the plate this season. Another throwback to first. Rudick back in safely.
And we've seen that team batting average fall as well. A couple of weeks ago it was up at 299, and we all thought it'd end up north of 300.
1-2 the count, the pitch. Taken inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And this team really has been slumping a lot. The batting average is down to 284, still first in the league, but they went from having an advantage of around 30 points to only about 15, 16 points.
2-2 the count with the runner on first. Nobody out. Top of the 5th. Gatemen trailing by 5. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 89-mile-per-hour fastball from Reed Johnston. Chad Stevens goes down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1 away.
And that was 89 with some tail on it. A little bit of movement on that fastball, and there was no way Stevens was hitting that. What a great pitch from Reed Johnston, who's just been fantastic tonight. The ERA coming into today, 1.80, and he's getting that thing down quite a bit here tonight. Just a fantastic performance from the guy from North Carolina State.
Mike Antico digs in from the left side. First pitch from Johnston. Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Antico 0 for 1.
And Jonah, we've been around this team every day, day in and day out. Is there anything that you've sort of seen from this team that could point to the slumps?
Throw back to first. Rudick scampers back. Well, in the month of July, when the month of July began, this team began hitting home runs, which is something we weren't accustomed to seeing. There was all of a sudden a power surge. Pitch misses inside to Mike Antico. 2 balls and no strikes. And then over the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks, the power surge has gone away. In fact, they haven't hit a single home run over their last 9 games.
They're 18 home runs, 9th in the league.
The 2-0 misses high and away. 3 balls and no strikes.
And this isn't very much a power-hitting team. It's more of
Not
a
at all.
bunt, get the guy over. We saw it a few weeks ago when this team played Cotuit. They won 1-0. They didn't win because they hit a home run. They won because they got a single, bunted him to second, bunted him to third, and then hit him home.
It almost makes you wonder if they've become too power hungry. The 3-0 catches the inside corner, 3-1.
Though I don't know if we've, as far as power hungry, I think you'd seen sort of a spike in the fly ball rate, and I don't think we've seen a whole lot more fly balls. I just think they're hitting it directly at people.
The 3-1. Over the outside corner, 3-2.
Because it's not like they've been striking out a lot either. They're still last in the league, or tops in the league in strikeouts, the least amount of strikeouts in the league. But I think what's coming back to haunt them maybe most of all is the fact that they don't walk. They rely on hitting the ball and getting on base, and that's about the only way they get on base.
The 3-2 to Antico. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Throw down to second as Rudick takes off, is offline. Rudick swipes the bag as Antico strikes out. Second straight strikeout for Reed Johnston, and there's 2 away for Braden Ward. Well, this is the best opportunity the Gatemen have had tonight of scoring. Runner in scoring position with 2 down in the 5th. Braden Ward at the plate, 0 for 1.
For Rudick, that's stolen base number 4 on the season. Keeps that stolen base percentage at a perfect 100, 4 for 4 in the season.
First pitch to the lefty Ward is a breaking ball over the outside corner, 0-1. Johnston is in some sort of groove right now. 64 pitches thrown. The righty delivers from the belt and misses inside with the fastball, 1-1.
And back to that power surge you were talking about, Jonah. Maybe one of the most surprising players we saw from that power surge was Braden Ward. 3 home runs in what seemed like a week span. But then nothing since.
Not a guy who's billed with a whole lot of power, but he's second on the team in home runs. Adrian Del Castillo first with 4. 1-1 the count to Ward. Chops one right side of the infield. That could find the hole, and it does. Matt Rudick rounds third. He's being waved around. The throw comes in, and it's offline. Matt Rudick comes home to score as Braden Ward takes off for second. First run of the game for the Wareham Gatemen, and they trail by 4, 5-1.
And Reed Johnston there, the reason why Braden Ward goes to second is because Johnson didn't back up home plate. He was standing right next to Kessler, Colton Kessler, right around the first base line, and when that throw came in from Loperfido, it was about 2 feet over the head of Kessler. If he's standing there and backing it up towards the backstop at home plate, Johnson will just get it easily, and Ward doesn't go to second. But instead, he's not backing up. He has to go retrieve the ball, and now Ward's in scoring position.
Meeting on the mound. First run allowed by Reed Johnston. Only 2 hits today for the, well, now 3 hits for the Wareham Gatemen. But the whole infield is going to converge.
And they're going to say he advanced to second on an E9. That's going to be the official scoring.
Well, the scoreboard still says 2 hits. Well, the official scoreboard says 3. I assume that's going to change.
I think what the scoreboard isn't accounting for is that he reached first on a single,
right,
and then the error pushed him to second. For Loperfido, that'll be his second error of the season, second of the game, which now makes it 44 errors for the Cotuit Kettleers.
5-1 the score. Cotuit over Wareham. 2 away in the 5th. That's going to be it. Reed Johnston's night is over.
And we're going to get Casey Schmidt, the third baseman, in to pitch.
He's going to get a couple warm-up pitches. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. The Gatemen are on the board. They trail by 4. We'll be back in the 5th.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Casey Schmidt was playing third base. He's now on the mound, trying to keep this just a 4-run advantage for the Cotuit Kettleers with 2 away in the 5th inning. Matthew Mervis, the new third baseman. Reed Johnston is back to the dugout. Matt McLean will step in from the right side.
And by bringing in Schmidt, they'll elect to lose the DH, so Mervis will slide into a Rajanu's spot in the top of the order, and Schmidt still batting fourth. He'll just go to the mound, so now the pitcher will be hitting for the rest of the game.
Like Red Sox Rays. Pitch fouled off. 0-1. So Reed Johnston threw 65 pitches and exits the ball game with a runner at second base, Braden Ward. McLean 0 for 2. Schmidt with a high set at the letters. Checks the runner at second base. Delivers from the first base side. 94-mile-per-hour fastball over the outside corner for strike 2.
And Schmidt, his calling card this season might be pitching. 9 appearances, all in relief. 2.65 ERA in 17 innings pitched, with 9 walks, 23 strikeouts, and 3 saves as well.
Oh, and 2 the count to McLean. Runner at second, the pitch. Swung on and tapped right on top of home plate. Count holds at 0-2.
And it was at this very ballpark a few weeks ago we talked about two-way players, Jonah, and he might be one of the best in the Cape League. 5 home runs, now 18 RBIs tonight, a .259 batting average coming in, and he's one of their best relief options as well.
This past season at San Diego State University, Casey Schmidt pitched to a .377 earned run average in 47 innings. Made 8 saves this season, along with batting .315 with 5 jacks. Runner at second base, 2 down, the pitch. Misses outside, another pitch at 94 miles per hour.
We've seen Kessler call that a couple of times tonight when he gets to 0-2. That fastball, about a foot out on the outside corner, just trying to get someone to chase. And they haven't gotten that yet. It hasn't worked effectively enough, but it's still a 1-2 count. They might try and come back here. We saw the last time this happened. They came back with a fastball in the inside corner.
Schmidt checks the runner at second. High leg kick, and he misses upstairs with a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. 2-2. Casey Schmidt, the rising junior at San Diego State University. First SDSU player to earn first-team All-America honor since Steven Strasburg.
Steven Strasburg was you could say, a halfway decent pitcher.
Never heard of him. 2-2 the count with a runner at second. 2 down in the top of the 5th. 1 run home in the inning for the Gatemen. Schmidt steps off the rubber.
And McLean, with one of the best on-base percentages on this team, leads the team at .411. The Gatemen would love for him to get on here, work the count a little bit, and get on base.
The 2-2 to McLean. Popped up. Shallow center field. Coming on is Dante Williams. Drifts toward the infield, makes the easy catch to retire the side. But the Gatemen get on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left after 4.5. Gatemen trail 5-1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Joey Barron, the new pitcher, in for the Wareham Gatemen. Gatemen trailing by 4, 5-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Casey Schmidt, Mason McWhorter, Robbie Martin, the 3 due up. First pitch. Fastball misses outside, 91 miles per hour for Barron. 1 ball and no strikes. Schmidt was playing third base and finished off the last half inning on the mound. Barron with a high set at the letters. Nobody on, nobody out. Kicks and delivers. 79 mile per hour breaking ball. Catches the inside corner, 1-1. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. From Lowell Park in Cotuit, Massachusetts on the Gatemen Baseball Network. The 1-1. Breaking ball, another 79 mile per hour pitch. Misses downstairs, 2-1. The Kettleers and the Gatemen fighting for second place in the Western Division standings, with just about a week and a half remaining of the regular season. The 2-1. Tapped foul on top of home plate. It rolls down the third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Kettleers were the first team in the Cape Cod League this summer to clinch their playoff berth. They did it last Friday, and that happens to be their last win. Since then, haven't won a game. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. 2-2 the count. Tapped foul down the third base line again, so we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joey Barron from West Hazelton, Pennsylvania. Not a very big pitcher, just stands at 5'10", 190 pounds. Rising senior at East Stroudsburg. Had a good year. 2.67 ERA. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good breaking ball from Joey Barron. 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away.
Breaking ball working early for Barron. It's a good curveball that kind of just falls off the table.
Left-on-left matchup. McWhorter flares one down the left side and foul. 0-1. Book closed on Lucas Weinbergs. Went the first 4 innings for the Wareham Gatemen. Gave up 7 hits, 5 earned runs. Didn't walk a single batter. Struck out 2. Nobody on base, 1 down. Pitch over the outside corner. 0-2 to McWhorter.
Especially on lefties, that breaking ball starts in and breaks away. Tough to get around on.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 straight strikeouts for Joey Barron. Another strikeout brought to you by Langex, Safaris, and Bullard. At LXBlaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Nobody on base, 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. Robbie Martin, the new batter. Barron has that breaking ball working. High set at the letters. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Martin 1 for 2. Led off the second with the single. The 0-1. Lifted down the left field line into foul ground and out of play. Barron again, quickly ahead, 0-2.
Went with a fastball there, and Martin was way late, and that's what happens when you throw, 4, 5, 6 straight curveballs. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to the breaking ball here.
Let's see. Left-on-left matchup. The 0-2. Cut on and miss, strike 3 at a pitch in the dirt. Beaver picks it up, fires to first, completes the strikeout. Nope. It's in and out of the glove of Jacob Teeter. Dallas Beaver had to rush the throw. Teeter couldn't hold on.
I think Martin kicked that ball. That should be an out. Martin got a piece of that with his foot, and Beaver had to sprint further down the first base line to grab it, and that's why the throw was rushed.
That's what they're discussing right now. The umpires converging. Patrick Burns, the home plate umpire. Jeffrey Merzel, the first base umpire. Rich Gatain, the third base umpire. And the strikeout is completed. So conspiracy confirmed. 3 strikeouts for Joey Barron in the bottom of the 5th. What a start to his night. And the Gatemen could have used it. Strikes out the side, no runs, no hits, nobody left on. After 5, Cotuit over Wareham by 4. We'll be right back.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Gatemen trailing by 4. We head to the 6th inning. Jacob Teeter, Adrian Del Castillo, Dallas Beaver, the 3 due up. Casey Schmidt back on the mound for the Cotuit Kettleers. Schmidt was playing third base. Matthew Mervis now at the hot corner. Schmidt got the last out of the 5th. Getting Matt McClain to pop out to center field. Teeter steps in from the left side to face the righty Schmidt. Third baseman Mervis shaded in on the edge of the infield grass and playing well off the line. First pitch skips inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Teeter. Teeter got the first hit for the Gatemen in the 1st inning. The next 2 hits for the Gatemen both came in the 5th. Sitting at 3 right now with 1 run across. The 1-0 on the inside corner, 1-1. So Teeter 1 for 2 tonight. Blew out to center field to end the 3rd. he slaps one along the third base line, it's going to be an extra base hit. The 1-1. Pitch misses inside, 2-1. I mean, with how far off the line Matthew Mervis is playing.
It's not a complete shift, though. Everyone else is still, shortstop Oviedo still on the left side of the infield, just a little more towards second.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
And then second baseman Gonzalez has his heels on the outfield grass and right, shifting a little more toward first, but you said it. Jacob Teeter pokes anything near that third base line, and he's got himself an infield single.
2-2 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch. Misses well outside. A 93-mile-per-hour fastball from Schmidt. 3-2. Schmidt is firing bullets. Behind the count, 3-2 to Teeter, with Adrian Del Castillo looming in the on-deck circle. Lefty batter, righty pitcher. Schmidt with a high leg kick, rocketed right to the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez, who picks it out of the air. Second time tonight we've seen that happen. One away.
I don't think Teeter could have hit that ball any harder on a line. My goodness. And Gonzalez just in the right position at the right time.
One down in the top of the sixth. Nobody on base for Adrian Del Castillo. We mentioned that other line out to Nick Gonzalez. Well, that was the last at-bat for Del Castillo. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Del Castillo 0 for 2 tonight. His batting average down to .263 this season. He's really been struggling as of late. The pitch. Flared foul along the left field line. Count 0-2. Adrian Del Castillo over his last 9 games, batting just $167. 5 for his last 30, now 5 for his last 32. Nobody on base, 2 down. Or 1 down. The pitch. Up and away, 1-2. Dallas Beaver in the on-deck circle. The sun setting behind the trees along the left field line. The 1-2. Tapper right back to the pitcher, Casey Schmidt. It's picked up by Kessler, the catcher, and he fires over to first to retire Del Castillo, 2 down. Just a little cue shot off the end of the bat by Del Castillo. And there's 2 away in the top of the 6th for Dallas Beaver. Beaver another lefty, 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out. Steps in with nobody on base, 2 down. Mervis is playing well off the line for everybody. Breaking ball. Actually, that was a fastball that missed inside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Every lefty in this Gatemen lineup, you're going to see Mervis off the line at third and Gonzalez shading toward first base on the right side of the infield, deep in the outfield grass, or deep into the outfield grass.
The pitch from Schmidt. Misses upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Only Matt McClain and Chad Stevens, right-handed bats in the Gatemen order tonight, 2 and 8. The 2-0. Lifted in the air, it's a high pop-up. Oviedo, the shortstop, ranges back, makes the catch on the edge of the outfield grass. A 1-2-3 inning for Casey Schmidt. He's faced 4 and retired all 4. We're through 5.5. Gatemen still trailing by 4. 5-1 the score. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Bottom three coming up for the Kettleers. Bottom of the sixth inning. Kettleers up on the Gatemen by 4. 5-1 the score. Kessler, Oviedo, and Williams, the 3 due up. Chris Maloney, the new pitcher in for the Wareham Gatemen, making his second appearance. Went 1 inning against Bourne back on July 20th. That was a 7-5 victory at Bourne for the Wareham Gatemen. Didn't give up a single hit in that inning, but he did walk 3 batters. Looking for a little bit of redemption, trying to keep this a 4-run difference. Face 7, 8, and 9 in the Kettleers order. The righty Maloney from Jacksonville University. Long look in to get the sign from Dallas Beaver. High set at the letters. Kicks and deals. First pitch. Misses upstairs. A 93-mile-per-hour fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Friday evening with us. Kessler 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. The pitch. Misses outside, 91 miles per hour. 2 balls and no strikes. The season series tied between these two teams at 2 games apiece. Wareham up on Cotuit by 1 point in the Western Division standings, 39 points to 38 points. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 94-mile-per-hour fastball, 2-1. The Kettleers have been shut out by the Gatemen twice this season, but Cotuit has outscored Wareham in the season series 22-15. Kettleers coming off a 9-1 loss to Harwich. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 92 miles per hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maloney, the third different pitcher used for the Gatemen tonight. Joey Barron came in and struck out the side in the 5th inning. Pitched a 1-2-3, perfect fifth. And then exited after the 1 inning. The 2-2. Check swing on the outside corner, strike 3 called. That's now 4 straight strikeouts for Gatemen pitching dating back to the 5th. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Nobody on base, 1 man down, 5-1 Cotuit. Bottom of the 6th. Oviedo digs in from the right side. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and came around to score in the 4th on the 3-run homer by Arajanu. First pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes to Oviedo. The last win for the Cotuit Kettleers came a week ago today. July 19th, last Friday. 15-5 victory at Hyannis. Pitch right down the middle, 1-1. This is a Cotuit team that's really struggling with the bats as of late, batting just .227 over the last 5 games. They've put up 7 hits tonight and 5 runs. The 1-1. Breaking ball at 81 miles per hour catches the outside corner, 1-2. Dante Williams in the on-deck circle. Nobody on base, 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Despite the recent struggles for the Kettleers, they still lead the league in home runs. 32 long balls this season. The 1-2. Tapper down to third. Coming on Chad Stevens. Picking it up on a hop. Long toss over to first is in time to retire Adam Oviedo. 2 down.
Well, the way that ball was hit and Oviedo's speed, that was a really close play over at first. Half a step, Stevens got him by.
And quick 2 outs for Chris Maloney. Rising senior at Jacksonville, stands at 6'1", 205 pounds. Nobody on base for Dante Williams, who's reached base and struck out. Reached base on a hit by pitch. 0 for 1 today. 90-mile-per-hour fastball over the inside corner, 0-1. Struck out to end the 2nd inning, did Williams. Maloney with a look in to Beaver. Deals the 0-1. Misses upstairs, 79 miles per hour, 1-1. Lucas Weinberg started the day for Wareham. Went the first 4 innings for the Gatemen. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Home run cut from Dante Williams. Misses all of it. 1-2. Chris Maloney from Orange Park, Florida. Turned 21 back on June 16th. Speaking of birthdays, it's our photographer Kristen's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday to Kristen. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 7 straight Kettleers retired. As Williams goes down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1-2-3 inning for Chris Maloney. No runs, no hits, nobody left aboard. After 6, it's the Kettleers 5 and the Gatemen 1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Gatemen trailing by 4, 5-1 as we enter the 7th. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, Jonah. Now, you talked about Maloney's final line from his last appearance for the Gatemen, and I caught up with him before this game about what went on and what went into that appearance. And he said that him and pitching coach Jim Lawler before that game were trying to rework his approach at the plate, and he said that he was wanting to take more of a batter stance because he's a front-sided pitcher and he barely uses that back leg of his for any of his power. Now, he said that kind of threw him off for that appearance, and he just needed to get the jitters out of his Cape League debut, and he said tonight he's going back to what he did before, what he knows best, and he feels a lot more confident. Throwing it back to you.
Thanks so much, Addison. Matt Rudick, Benjamin Sems, Chad Stevens. The three due up. Sems will lead things off. He's 0 for 2. Casey Schmidt back on the hill. Gatemen trailing by 4, 5-1. Top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Benjamin Sems is a breaking ball at 83 miles per hour. Misses inside, 1-0. Sems playing second base and batting 6th for the Gatemen tonight. 2 groundouts, including one that ended the 4th inning. Digs in from the left side against the righty Schmidt. High set at the letters. Kicks and delivers the pitch. Another breaking ball at 84. Misses inside again. 2 balls and no strikes. The last time these two teams met, back on July 8th, it was an 11-5 Cotuit victory, and Casey Schmidt actually went yard in that game. One of 2 players for the Kettleers to hit a home run. 93-mile-per-hour fastball darts over the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Casey Schmidt and Parker Chavers both hit home runs in that victory. The Kettleers totaled 8 extra base hits, 5 doubles, a Robbie Martin triple, and the 2 homers. Fouled off, 2-2. Since that loss, the Wareham Gatemen are 7-5. 4 of those losses have come against the Falmouth Commodores. So the Gatemen are 7-1 against teams not named the Falmouth Commodores since the 11-5 loss to the Kettleers. The 2-2. Ripped on the ground and picked out of the dirt by Mason McWhorter, the first baseman. Tosses over to Casey Schmidt covering at first, and Benjamin Sems is retired. 1 down in the top of the 7th.
And it just seems like Wareham can't buy a hit tonight. I mean, that ball was hit hard by Sems. The couple of lineouts to Gonzalez at second. Credit to Kettleers pitching, but the bats just haven't woken up once again today for Wareham.
Nobody on base, 1 down. Matt Rudick, the new batter, he's 1 for 2. Has one of just 3 hits for the Gatemen tonight. Steps in from the left side against the righty Schmidt. First pitch. Rudick squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, watches a fastball go outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The Gatemen batting just .232 over their last 5 games. Easily their worst stretch at the plate this season. Batting average down to .284. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. 1-1 to Rudick. 92 miles per hour from Schmidt. The last game the Gatemen played was 2 days ago, a 2-1 loss to Falmouth, the 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. A game where the Commodores only had 1 hit. 1 hit and 3 errors. And still pulled out the victory. Falmouth is red hot. They've won their last 8 games. Their last victory over Orleans was the 450th win for manager Jeff Trundy. Nobody on base, 1 down. 1-2 the count to Matt Rudick. 5-1 Cotuit. The pitch from Schmidt is fouled off again, and count holds at 1-2. The shadows have pretty much come and gone. A little bit of sunlight out in right field. It's cooled off to around 72 degrees or so. The 1-2 is flared down the left field line, and that'll twist foul. And it'll land out of play. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on base, 1 down, top of the 7th inning. The pitch from Schmidt. Chopper, right side of the infield, and it's off the glove of the first baseman, Mason McWhorter, and it rolls down the right field line. Matt Rudick takes off for second and slides in safely as the throw comes in late. Well, I'm not sure how they're going to rule it just yet, but Rudick is in standing and scoring position with one down in the 7th.
Ball took a weird hop off the lip. They're going to give it an error. Rudick on second base. I'm not so sure. I don't even know if McWhorter got a glove on that thing. It might have just tipped the top of the mitt, but that was a very, very awkward hop. Either way, the Gatemen are runner in scoring position.
Gatemen in business here in the 7th inning. Chad Stevens, the new batter. Digs in from the right side. And Schmidt looks back at second base. Stevens 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
By the way, that's a couple of Aztecs right there. They're teammates, Schmidt and Rudick, at San Diego State, and Rudick gets the best of him.
The pitch. Misses low. 1 ball and no strikes to Stevens. Stevens playing third base and batting 8th for the Gatemen tonight. As Colton Kessler will go out to talk to Casey Schmidt. Stevens entering this contest with just 59 at-bats this season, only 15 hits in those 59 at-bats. It's a .254 batting average. Still looking for his first home run. He has 11 RBIs. Good crowd on hand here at Lowell Park on this Friday evening. The Gatemen are back at home tomorrow. It'll be their first game at Spillane Field since last Friday. 8 days playing away from their home ballpark. They did have a home game on Tuesday, but it was a home game away from home. Played out in Hartford, Connecticut. 1-0 the count to Stevens. The pitch from Schmidt darts the inner half. 1-1. Matt Rudick off of second base. 1 down in the top of the 7th inning. Gatemen trailing 5-1. Mike Antico in the on-deck circle. Right on right matchup. The pitch. Fouled off. 1-2.
Pitch inside. Stevens way late on the fastball there. Curious to see if Schmidt gonna set up Stevens away now and send something off the plate up in the count 1-2, or try to go right back at that inside corner.
Schmidt checks on the runner at second. Pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Well, Schmidt went inside and Stevens bit on it. Strikeout number 3 tonight for Chad Stevens. He's 0 for 3, and there's 2 down in the 7th.
Just couldn't get around on it. Stevens couldn't. Good pitch by Schmidt, though. He's got some action inside.
Rudick stands at second base with 2 away in the top of the 7th. Mike Antico, the number 9 batter, is 0 for 2 tonight. Steps in from the left side. First pitch to him. Popped up foul and out of play behind home plate. 0-1. Antico struck out in the 5th inning. Flew out to center field in the 3rd. Rudick off of second base. Gateman with only 3 hits tonight. And Schmidt steps off the rubber. Let's take a look around the league. Chatham over Bourne right now, 4-1. Tie ball game in Harwich. They're facing the Red Sox. They're knotted at 0. Brewster and Hyannis also tied at 0. The 0-1. On the outside corner, 86-mile-per-hour slider. 0-2. If Antico can get on, Braden Ward would be the next man up. There's 2 away in the top of the 7th. Antico batting .241 coming into today. Schmidt checks on the runner at second, deals the 0-2, misses high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second base, 2 down in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-2. Fisted foul. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And Antico just looks very, very, I don't know if off balance is the right word right now, but looks like he's guessing.
Staying alive in this at-bat. One and 2, the count holds. The pitch. Lifted in the air, not very deep out to left field. Martin comes in. Makes the catch over his left shoulder. And the Gatemen leave one stranded in the 7th. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. After 6.5, the Gatemen still trailing by 4. 5-1 the score. Kettleers look to tack on more when we return. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal.
Back to the top of the order for the Kettleers, Araja New, Nick Gonzalez, Joey Loper-Fido. 1-2-3 due up for Cotuit. Quinn Cleary, the new pitcher, in for the Wareham Gatemen, the 4th different pitcher used tonight for Wareham. And the 3rd different pitcher used in the last 3 innings. First pitch from Cleary. Misses downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. It's actually Matthew Mervis, not Araja New. Anu started the day as a designated hitter. Pitch taken at the knees, strike 1. 1-1 the count. But then exited after Casey Schmidt went in as the pitcher. He was playing third base, so when the position player goes in on the mound, you lose the DH. 1-1 the count. Pitch misses outside, 2-1. So Matthew Mervis takes his first at-bat. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch from Cleary. Misses downstairs, 3-1. Quinn Cleary is a sidearm pitcher. Anu went 2 for 3 in the leadoff spot. On the inside corner, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 82 miles per hour from Quinn Cleary. Cleary, the native of Newton, Massachusetts. Stands at 5'9", 185 pounds. From Yale. Pitch low and away, ball 4. In the first plate appearance for Matthew Mervis, he works a leadoff walk to begin the bottom of the 7th. So Mervis stands at first base for Nick Gonzalez, who's red hot again tonight. 2 hits, a single and a double, and reach base on an error in the 4th inning. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch. Fouled off behind home plate, out of play. Count 0-1. Right on right matchup. Gonzalez, the second baseman, batting second. The pitch. Fouled off into the backstop again. Cleary gets ahead, 0-2. Gonzalez has reached base safely in every game except the Bourne game back on July 9th. Snapped an 0-for-11 stretch with a single in the 8th inning yesterday in that 9-1 loss to Harwich. 2 hits today. Rockets this one right to the shortstop. McLean plays it on a hop, toss to second for 1. Turn to first in time. Double play. Double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play. Nobody on base now, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th for Joey Loperfido. Loperfido has reached twice on a hit by pitch and a single. He's 1 for 2. Nobody on, 2 down. Lifts this one in the air, down the left field line into foul ground. Antico ranging over, and he'll let that sail out of play. Count 0-1 to the right fielder, Loperfido. Quinn Cleary goes to Yale, which is impressive. But I made the Dean's List. The 0-1. Hit sharply, backhanded by McLean. The shortstop goes to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Quinn Cleary. No runs, no hits, nobody left aboard. We're through 7. 5-1 the score. Cotuit leads Wareham. Gatemen come to bat when we return, and Gabe Genovesi will have your call when we return to begin the 8th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
Top of the order due up for Wareham as we head to the 8th. Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter trying to get something going for the Gatemen, down 5-1 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. First pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low. 0-1 to Ward. 1 run on just 3 hits tonight for the Gatemen. 5 runs on 7 hits for Cotuit. Wareham has left 5 runners on, 4 of them in scoring position. And the 0-1. Fastball paints the inside edge, 0-2, 90 miles an hour from Casey Schmidt. Schmidt in his 4th inning of work out of the bullpen. Ward today 1 for 2 with a walk. He's reached all 3 times. 0-2 misses low in the dirt, a ball and 2 strikes. Walk in the 1st inning, error by Gonzalez in the 3rd inning. RBI single for Ward in the 5th. Single through the right side. Matt Rudick came around to score. Wareham's only run tonight in the 5th inning. 0s the rest of the game. The 1-2. Chopped right side. Gonzalez backhands, fires to first. He's out. 1 away in the 8th. Wareham still trails by 4, 5-1, and in steps Matt McLean. Wareham and Cotuit in a battle for 2nd place in the Western Division. Falmouth has pulled away a little bit, up by 2 games on the Gatemen, 2.5 games on Cotuit. Wareham coming into tonight, 19-16-1, 39 points. Cotuit 17-16-4, 38 points. First pitch to McLean, paints the outside corner, 0-1. Again, there are ties here in the CCBL. Up until now, you could play max 10 innings, 1 extra inning, and if you were still tied, it ended as a tie. Each team gets a point. 0-1 fastball misses outside, a ball and a strike. As of today, there will be no extra innings for the rest of the regular season. We'll play 9, and if we're tied, it'll end as a tie. Double headers, we'll play 7, obviously. Tied after 7, it ends there. 1-1 fastball misses up at the chin of McLean. 2 balls and a strike. McLean tonight 0 for 3. Did reach on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning. Struck out in the 3rd, flew out to Williams in center field in the 5th. The 2-1 offering. Fastball paints the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McLean's only at bat against Schmidt tonight was the fly out to center in the 5th. Schmidt sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 2-2. Chopped back up the middle, and Schmidt jumps and catches that one, throws over to first in time. Good job by Casey Schmidt to field his position. 2 down here in the 8th.
And this is just a microcosm right now of why the Gatemen are struggling on offense. Just not being able to hit the ball well. Out in front of a couple pitches and just hitting them on the ground.
Wareham came into today just 3-5 in their last 8 games. Most have been close. The last 6 games for Wareham have been decided by 3 runs or less. 5 of those 6 games by 2 or less. Credit to the Kettleers offense tonight, too, who's put up 5, because they haven't been able to score in their last 4 games. First pitch to Teeter. Misses low and inside. 1-0. Cotuit in their last 4, 0-3-1. And they were outscored 20-5. 5 runs combined in their last 4 games. They've scored 5 here tonight. They lead Wareham 5-1. 1-0 to Teeter. Tapped behind home plate, 1-1. Teeter has one of the 3 hits for the Gatemen. Single in the first inning. Popped out to Williams in center field in the 3rd. Lined out to Gonzalez at second base in the 6th. One of the hardest hit balls we've seen all day. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Teeter. Teeter starting first baseman for the Western Division in the All-Star game on Sunday. And you talked to him just making the All-Star game. He didn't care what he did in the game. He was just having fun on Sunday. 1-2 pitch from Schmidt now. Chopped left side, foul. We'll stay at 1-2. But just the fact that he was there, it meant so much to Jacob Teeter. Coming from Florida Southern College, a Division II school. I mean, he came to Wareham on a temp contract. Knew he had just a couple of weeks to prove himself, and his 2 goals: stay here, prove he belonged, and then make the All-Star game. Check and check for Jacob Teeter. The 1-2 pitch misses high at the eyes. Count evens, 2-2. Wareham down by 4, 5-1, top of the 8th. A run in the 1st, a run in the 3rd, 3 runs in the 4th on a 3-run home run by Arajanu for Cotuit. Made it 5-0. The 2-2. Fastball high once again. Count runs full, 3-2. A run in the top of the 5th for Wareham, and that's where we stand right now, 5-1. And not only have these 2 teams battled it out for, 1st, 2nd, 3rd all year in the Western Division. 3-2 to Teeter. Chopped right side. Gonzalez gloves, throws to first. Got him. Another 1-2-3 inning for Casey Schmidt. Wareham still trails by 4. We head to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be right back on GBN.
Come as you are, sit down and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
Middle of the order due up for the Cotuit Kettleers as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Casey Schmidt, Mason McWhorter, Robert Martin, 4, 5, 6 hitters. 5-1, the Cotuit Kettleer lead over the Wareham Gatemen. And Leeper just trying to put up a 0 here in the 8th to give Wareham a shot, down by 4 in the 9th. Leeper, the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. Quinn Cleary pitched an inning. First pitch to Casey Schmidt. Hard ground ball, foul down the third baseline. 0-1. This will be the 5th pitcher for Wareham tonight. Ben Leeper is. The bullpen has done a nice job for Wareham. Barron, Maloney, and Cleary, all 1 inning, scoreless. 0-1 curveball, blooped back up the middle into center field, a base hits. Casey Schmidt's first hit of the night. He is now reached in 17 straight games. And in steps Mason McWhorter. Schmidt keeps the streak alive. Leeper would have retired him there. Schmidt probably doesn't get up again tonight unless the Kettleers bat around here in the 8th. Mason McWhorter 0 for 3 tonight. Steps in from the left side. Leeper sets the pitch. Fastball fouled off down the left field line out of play, 0-1. Ben Leeper making his 9th appearance for the Gatemen this summer. In his first 8 appearances, 3.37 the ERA. 2 saves for Wareham. 6 of his 8 appearances scoreless. McWhorter shows bunt, the 0-1 high. Throwback down to first safely. Schmidt gets back to first base. Count 1-1. Leeper actually pitched a couple of days ago for Wareham. The 3-2 win over YD. 1-1. Fastball paints the outside corner. 1-2. He came in to get that crucial out in the bottom of the 7th against the Red Sox. Got the strikeout to end the 7th. YD left the bases loaded. Wareham ended up winning 3-2. The 1-2. Got him on the outside corner. Good breaking ball, catches the outside edge. First strikeout for Leeper. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, exit Forrest, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away, 1 on. Robert Martin to the plate. Kettleers lead 5-1. Martin 1 for 3 tonight. Single in the 2nd. Pitch to him. Dribbled fouled on the first base line, 0-1. Flew out to Antico in left field in the 4th, struck out in the 5th. Martin's a guy who doesn't get a lot of playing time for these Kettleers. He is now just 3 for 18 this summer. The 0-1 from Leeper. Fouled off, back into the caging behind home plate. 0-2. All 3 hits for Martin this summer against Wareham. Doesn't have a hit against anybody else. Again, this is only his 10th game this summer. A few of those, just 1 at-bat, a pinch hit at-bat or something. The 0-2, skied foul out of play in the left field line. We'll do it all over again. Martin, the lefty from Florida State. Leeper, the righty from Oklahoma State. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 and a breaking ball. Filthy pitch from Leeper. Back-to-back strikeouts. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, exit Forrest, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 down. Schmidt still on first. Kessler to the plate for Cotuit. And Wareham trailing 5-1. Kessler had to take off all his catching gear on the on-deck circle and now steps up to the plate. 0 for 3 tonight is Colton Kessler. The lefty to face the righty leaper for the first time tonight. Flew out to Stevens at third base in the second, grounded out to Teeter at first base in the fourth. Struck out in the sixth. First pitch. Misses, just low. 1 ball and no strikes. Kessler, native of Baldwin, Missouri, went to Rockwood Summit High School. 1-0, popped up pretty deep to left center. Ward ranges back, and that ball lands. One hops the fence. Ward gets it in quickly, and scoring is Casey Schmidt. RBI double for Colton Kessler. First double of the year for Kessler. 6-0. 6-1, Cotuit. And that'll bring up Adam Oviedo. Oviedo steps in from the right side. First pitch. Misses low. 1-0. We got a guest all of a sudden on here in the bottom of the eighth. We're just gonna run with this one here. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Well, you play some Little League baseball, obviously.
Yeah.
Who do you play for?
The Cotuit Athletic Association.
Okay. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1 to Adam Oviedo. What position you play?
First, second, and pitcher and catcher.
Oh, wow, a little bit of everything. Keep going.
I used to play left field for a little bit, but then they had players that weren't so good in the infield, so they needed players in the outfield.
1-1 fastball, swing and a miss, 1-2 to Oviedo. Okay, so you moved into the infield. What position do you like the most?
Catcher.
Okay.
When I was playing catcher once, I got hit in the shoulder.
Wow. You didn't like getting hit in the shoulder, though, did you?
And then I got hit in the back, too.
Wow. The 1-2. Fastball paints the outside corner, strike 3. Leaper, 3 strikeouts, gives up a run on 2 hits. And the Kettleers add another 6-1, the Cotuit lead. We head to the 9th. We'll be right back on GBN.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Wareham down to their final 3 outs. We head to the top of the 9th here in Cotuit. Kettleers 6, Gatemen 1. Adrian Del Castillo, Dallas Beaver, Benjamin Semmes. Middle of the order due up for the Wareham Gatemen. Del Castillo in the cleanup spot tonight, 0 for 3. First pitch to the lefty. Swing and a miss through an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Del Castillo reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, lined out to Gonzalez at second in the fourth, and then sent a little dribbler right in front of home plate. Colton Kessler took care of it in the sixth. He flares that one foul out of play in the left field line, 0-2. Wareham struggling offensively once again tonight. 1 run on 3 hits. The Gatemen have left 5 on base, 4 in scoring position. Just haven't been able to come up with the clutch hits they need. 0-2 in the outside corner. Got him. Del Castillo goes down looking. Second strikeout for Schmidt, who's been dominant out of the bullpen. And in steps Dallas Beaver. Beaver 0 for 3 tonight. Popped out to left field in the first inning, grounded out to Gonzalez at second base in the fourth. Flew out to Oviedo at shortstop his last time up. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Cotuit, if they hold on, will jump Wareham for second place in the West. The Gatemen came into tonight 1 point up on Cotuit. The 0-1 pitch. Hit pretty well out to right field, ranging back low Perfido, and he makes the catch above the bill of his cap. 2 up, 2 down for Schmidt here in the ninth, and Benjamin Semmes is the final hope for Wareham.
By the way, how about Ryan?
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Maybe a future in broadcasting.
If he doesn't fall off the fencing. Ryan pretending to be Spider-Man. Careful.
First pitch to the lefty Semmes. Skied foul and out of reach of everybody, 0-1. Semmes 0 for 3 tonight. Middle of the order for Wareham tonight. Now a combined 0 for 11. And now we get a pause in action as Semmes steps back in. Oh, 1. Popped up foul once again. Down the third base line, 0-2. Wareham down to their final strike. Casey Schmidt out of the pen. 13 batters faced. No hits for Wareham. The one base runner was on an error by the first baseman, McWhorter. The 0-2. Fastball. Up and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Semmes tonight, all 3 groundouts. 2 to the first baseman, McWhorter, 1 to Gonzalez at second. Schmidt sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2 offering. Fastball high at the chin. Count evens up, 2-2. Wareham down to their final strike. Schmidt nods in to his catcher, Kessler. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Schmidt ends the game. Cotuit 6, Wareham 1, your final score. The Gatemen just 3 hits all evening long. And they fall to 19, 17, and 1 here at Lowell Park tonight. We're going to take a short break. We'll break it all down for you when we come back on GBN.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
Final tonight from Lowell Park. Cotuit 6, Wareham 1. The Gatemen fall to the Kettleers. They fall to 2-3 against Cotuit this summer. They fall to 19-17 and 1 on the year, and the Gatemen now in 3rd place in the Western Division.
Yeah, a lot of falling tonight for the Wareham Gatemen.
A lot of falling for Wareham. Bats just never got going. 1 run on 3 hits tonight.
Well, we were talking about how poor of a hitting job they did against Falmouth 2 nights ago, where they only allowed 1 hit and ended up losing the game 2-1. They managed to get 1 run across on only 4 hits that night. Tonight, it was 1 run on 3 hits. All of a sudden, the bats are just not showing up for this team, and this is the worst we've seen the offense all season.
how much of a factor does, well, in baseball, it all just seems to even out. It all just seems to average out. Wareham hot at the beginning of the year, kind of cooled off for a little bit, ended up going through a nice little stretch before the All-Star break. But now these last few games, Wareham can't hit, and they're picking the worst time of the season not to hit.
Well, when they had cooled off, it was only for 3 games maybe, but we really never saw an elongated period for this Wareham Gatemen team where they just couldn't hit. And all of a sudden, over their last now 6 games, they're batting below .230. They came into this game batting .232 over their last 5 with no homers in their last 9 games. And this was their worst offensive performance of the season on only 1 run on 3 hits.
Making no homers in their last 10 games. The 1 run tonight, an RBI single from Braden Ward, scored Matthew Rudick. And not a single Gateman had a multi-hit night. Rudick singled as well. Teeter singled. If you're Jerry Weinstein, this coaching staff for the Gatemen, do you change anything? Do you move around the order a little bit, or do you just trust that, again, it's baseball, it happens, you go through some slumps, and hopefully this is the slump, and by the time we get down to the final couple games of the regular season, the playoffs, it all works itself out, and this team hits how it knows how to.
I mean, what can you really do? This is the lineup that's been fairly consistently the lineup for the better part of the season, minus Darren Baker. And you don't want to pin this on one guy, but as soon as Baker left, this offense struggled. And they've been struggling, and they haven't figured it out. Matt McClain and Benjamin Semmes have been the 2 middle infielders consistently, and those are 2 all-stars, and they still haven't been able to hit. They still have 5 all-stars in this lineup. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to hit, and they're just cold right now.
Baker finished his season hitting .342. Unfortunately for the Gatemen, he goes back, and Wareham will play the rest of the season without their all-star second baseman. Okay, we'll send it to a quick break. Addison Van Patten will have your post-game interview when we come back on GBN.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cotuit 6, Wareham 1, your final score tonight. The Gatemen just 3 hits. The bullpen did an excellent job tonight, though, and Addison Van Patten standing by with Joseph Barron. Thanks, Addison. Joseph Barron, a scoreless inning, 3 strikeouts tonight. He was part of a bullpen tonight that only gave up 1 run for Wareham. Ben Leeper gave up a run, and that was it. Once again, your final score. Cotuit 6, Wareham 1. Let's give you the final lines one more time. Wareham 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base, 4 of them in scoring position. The Kettleers, 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, 5 left on base, 3 in scoring position. Casey Schmidt gets the win for Cotuit. Lucas Weinbergs takes the loss in a game that lasted 2 hours and 35 minutes. Wareham, 3 straight games with the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who are at the basement of the Western Division in the next 2 days. Back at home at Spillane Field tomorrow for the first time in 8 days. Come out, support your Gatemen. Christmas in July tomorrow at Spillane Field. There'll be a toy drive during the game. Come on out, support Wareham, and make it to Spillane Field. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 6:45 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 6:15. So long from Cotuit.